Lights, camera, action, and we're back. Welcome back to We'll Take It From Here with Joe and Don. My name is Joe.
I'm Don.
And we also have another guest today. It was actually pretty random. There was no plans to have a guest. And then my sister, Christina Magone, who you may remember from episode 5, talking about fitness and astrology. She was like calling me, and I was like, you know what, why don't you just come on the show since you're going to be in the studio? So we have her back today. Welcome back, guys. How's everyone doing?
Good.
Doing good.
Hey,
Amazing.
everyone.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
Glad to have you back.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm glad you're in the normal chair this time.
Yes.
There you go.
Nice and tall. You're
Joe's
the
in the
short
short chair again.
Exactly. We
know.
really got to invest.
We do. If anybody knows that has like a high chair, they're getting rid of.
Listen,
Not literally a high chair.
you gotta start from the bottom and you can invest in some
Exactly.
high chairs.
We're gonna tell you. I'm telling you right now. Mark my words. Episode 9. We are going to look back on this about 100 episodes in when we're booming and be like, dude, this is how we did it.
1000%.
Yes.
1000%. I just want everybody to know that's listening to this that we have spent literally $0 on this show. Zero.
It's so true.
And I think, like, we talked about starting a lot, and, you know, like, that's always the thing. Like, oh, it costs so much money. I got to get this equipment. Guys, we're using an iPhone.
And then another iPhone.
And another iPhone to record a video with a ring light and a chair, or, you know, chairs and table that we had
Yep.
in the studio, in the basement. And our
exactly.
studio is a basement.
It is. That's what it is. Yep.
So, just, you know, there's nothing you can't do.
There's nothing,
No,
really nothing
really.
you can't do at that point.
Yeah.
You just got to
So,
do it.
Yeah.
No limitations over here.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So I think, you know, I think our viewers are really liking the guest episodes. I've been looking at the statistic. We have a really, really cool one next week. You guys got to tune in. We have my buddy's dad coming on. He's a clinical psychologist. So they're going to be talking about a lot of things there. That'll be really interesting. But that's not here yet. Today, we are going to talk about, well, what were we going to talk about is dating, right?
We could talk
Christina,
about dating.
Yeah.
Christina was like, why
Those
don't we talk
men.
about dating? I was like, all right.
I have expertise in that.
Yeah, Battle of the Sexes episode here. Let's do it. All right. 222 Angel Numbers.
There you go.
Great. All right. So how do you want to start this off? I guess the dating.
don't
You know
know.
what? Let's see. Dating in
Yeah.
2022 is something else because
It
we
is.
live in a really, really interesting world, an interesting time where everyone is anxious, everyone is off the charts. You can't. I don't know.
Selfish.
You're selfish. You know, you
Yeah.
try to court a lady, and some ladies like it, and then some say they don't, but then they do like it. And then I
Yeah.
guess there's a lot of guys like a lot of stuff that Don and I are probably going to be talking about from our experiences with women, and Tina's going to be experienced
Yeah.
with men. So yeah. I don't know. I guess you know what? Let's say what is something that you've noticed, Christina, in 2022 or in this area, in this era of dating, the dating scene? What's it like for you?
It's not too bad. I've kind of taken a little hiatus from dating for just a few months.
It's been like 3 days.
No, I was in 2021. I went on quite a few dates. I was having a lot of fun with it. I think for a girl, it's a little different when you're dating. You can like get a date, go out, just have fun. I definitely have so many funny stories
Oh, God.
about dates and guys and
Like bad stories?
no,
Or like-
all my dates have been pretty good. It's just that they've all also turned south just from the guy being so nervous and having diarrhea out the mouth.
Oh my
Really?
God.
Yeah.
Men, there's
What's
no
up
need
with
to be
that?
nervous,
Yeah.
dude. Yo, hold on.
Men, less is more.
Yes, less is more. Men, have you ever noticed that you just let the lady speak?
Yeah.
You let the lady speak and ask good questions, and then that facilitates the
Yeah.
That's
conversation.
all.
Listening. Men are supposed to ask the questions the women are supposed to answer, and you're supposed to listen. I'm telling you.
Those are the
truth.
rules,
No,
guys.
I'm telling you.
It's real simple.
actually.
All right, 4 minutes, 20 seconds in. That's the show, ladies and
Yo,
gentlemen.
thanks for coming. We'll see you next time.
This is actually a proven fact, a study by actually a doctor called Dr. John Gray. Look him up, listen to him, read his books. It's like legitimately, if it honestly makes a smooth sailing relationship and also dating process.
Wait, if
So-
the guy just shuts up and lets the
Yeah.
girl speak.
Basically.
Wait,
So
wait, what?
So-
Wait, what?
have you ever noticed like girls are like, oh my God, he won't shut up about himself. He's not asking anything about me. All I hear is him talking about himself. I can't
Yeah,
do
that's
it.
true.
Because women are not supposed to be we're not supposed to basically be listening to what you have to say, and because basically the man is supposed to get to know the woman. Otherwise, if he's talking about himself the entire date, he's just getting to know himself, and it's just becoming an arrogance.
Yeah, you're right.
The man is supposed to go into the woman, so
Okay.
she's supposed to receive.
Literally at times.
Yeah, no, that's basically biologically, and it also turns into. No, he's right. That's what he says.
Yeah,
That's what the doctor says. But anyway, we're not
part
going to
of
get into all of
Yeah.
that. But yeah, everyone's probably like, "What is she talking about?"
No, but I mean, I guess. So,
I didn't say this. This
No.
is what I.
Well, hold on,
said.
no. But I guess what you're saying is not that. He's basically saying not that men have to shut up the whole freaking time. It's just,
No.
I guess if you have diarrhea out the mouth, for a better
Yeah.
better use of words, just let the other person talk. You know, like it doesn't.
It's not like, ask the right questions. Obviously, you're supposed to speak. You're not supposed to be mute over there
No,
just to get to
for
know you too. But
Well, I think like what you said is so important. Like, don't just be talking about yourself the whole
Yeah.
time. Like, get to know the other
Right.
person.
Yeah, absolutely.
like-
yeah,
The way you can, I think it's what's the saying? Like, the way to be interesting is to be
Mhm.
interested.
yes.
So like, be interested in that
Yes.
person, learn about
Yes.
them, dive deep, and things like that. I think make it a goal to talk as little as possible about yourself and learn about the other person as much as you can
Yeah.
on that date.
Because I agree, and also being a good listener. So when you're listening, don't just be like, okay, and then go to the next.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah,
women
I get you,
women
yeah.
want to be heard. So if you're just yapping away, you're gonna see her,
Yeah.
staring out into space, like, oh my god, this guy won't shut up.
Well, plus,
Like, you know what I mean?
like you can talk about yourself. It'll naturally come in the conversation when they ask you a question back.
Yeah.
Right.
So now you will talk about yourself, but
Right.
it won't be like you forcing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
No,
If I'm explaining that correctly, look him up. He says it very eloquently.
what was his name again?
Dr. John Gray. It's actually quite interesting. I'm really into psychology, so that's how I
Yeah.
dabbled into that.
Nice.
But dating is, definitely had some experiences. And I guess during the COVID era,
The COVID era is hard now because now for
well,
me,
we've been
it's
in
like,
it for 2 years, so.
Oh, here I'll tell you my part. I've never had this happen to me, but if I ever like had a potential date that told me that they were going to be wearing masks, I would just cancel the date. Like I mean, like that's the only thing with COVID era. But like I don't think I went out on a date during COVID though. I don't know if I did.
I had a boyfriend during COVID, but when we broke up, I went on dates. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was still in the COVID. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about dating apps?
I was
I
gonna
did.
that's what I said.
I did because there was like pretty much no other way really to do it.
What is you?
And
No, let's dig
I
a
would-
little bit.
Yeah.
What's your? Do you prefer dating apps or do you prefer meeting in person?
No, I prefer meeting organically.
Okay.
I hate dating apps.
Yeah. There's
I hate them.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm wasting my time.
I agree. My recent ex, I met him on a dating app, and my last 2 boyfriends, I did not. But I've had some really great dates, but it's also like an annoyance. Like those first like conversations, like it's
Yeah.
just like, oh, what do you do? Da, 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 da.
Oh, that's
And
the
then
worst.
people
Yeah,
thought
the
I
small
was
talk stuff.
catfishing them.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
really?
it's just constantly, like I literally constantly, men kept thinking I was going to catfish them. Like I was a catfish.
Huh.
So, but you go on the dates and it's fun. This guy brought me like a bottle of rosé and then also Cristal.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
I used it for New Year's Eve.
And then never talk to him
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, I've had some fun dates. I'm not going to lie. Good looking guys too, but it always turns into something else.
No, this is perfect actually. Let's keep on the dating apps. So for you gentlemen on the dating apps, sometimes if you're like me, because I have the dating apps, sometimes I wonder what other guys are putting on their profiles, but I don't want to switch my settings to like interested
Oh, I
in
could
men.
tell you.
So what do good men profiles?
Ooh, that's a good one.
What do they come out like? Is it like the classic fishing?
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, the classic. You got to put a puppy.
I
in
was
there.
just going to say that, guys. Man, I hate the cliches. I don't like when you put the dog because I know you're
Oh.
doing it because girls like dogs.
After this
or
episode,
the baby.
everyone's gonna be deleting. Oh God, let's get the puppy out of here.
Fuck.
I mean, if you have like a puppy or something, that's great. But if it's every single photo,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the best photos for guys, You're gonna laugh.
No, keep going.
Yeah, I want to hear the truth here.
Okay, well, I'm very honest, so let's see. I like when guys are playing a sport, so if they look rugged in one photo.
Okay.
It has to be a photo with a friend, too.
Okay.
I also like a nice dress photo where you're kind of serious.
Okay.
Makes sense.
I don't like, I don't know, profiles are so different, though. Guys are, not much
Do you prefer
guys
questions?
can really do.
Like putting questions in?
Yeah, how about the bio?
Yeah, I was just thinking about the bio.
How much do you put, or how little do you put?
Ooh, I keep it short and sweet.
Short and sweet.
Yeah, some guys do a whole storyline.
But nobody has time for that, right?
Yeah. I don't
even know.
I'm trying to think of something that I don't like. I hate when guys are really aggressive about it, like, oh, if you only eat a salad, don't da 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 da. It's like, okay.
So as a joke, when I was, I'll let you continue, but when I was in New York City, all the girls would be like, if you voted for 45, so Trump, please swipe left. So I decided to fight back, and
I would have fucked with all of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. So what I did was I put, if you voted for Hillary Clinton, please swipe left, and I've never gotten a match since.
That is
So I think Bumble
yeah.
canceled me.
Oh, probably.
Please swipe left, so that means like don't swipe.
Yeah.
Don't swipe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Left,
because
okay.
right is like you
Yeah,
like
yeah,
them.
yeah.
I never did Tinder, though.
Oh, no. Which one did you do?
I Hinge and Bumble. Hinge was
Hinge
like the
is
good
good.
one. Hinge,
Hinge
I
is pretty
actually recommend Hinge.
Yeah.
If anybody is looking to go on a dating app.
Okay.
You know, actually, so these are all, and also the dating apps, it varies person to person. My roommate right now has a really serious long-term girlfriend, and they met on Hinge,
Yeah.
and they're like
Yeah.
moving in together. So.
Actually, a good buddy of mine, they met
Yeah.
on Tinder.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
perfect.
Maybe
works for
together
some
for years.
people.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
You know, it's all about timing, too.
Damn. The one thing I don't like about Bumble, I would say, I have to say Bumble for me had better selections, right? But then when you would match, I can't reach out first to the girl, so I gotta wait. Then I would always get notifications being like, "Your date's about to expire. Reach out." It's like I can't, man.
So here's my problem with the dating apps. Like I'll have a conversation back and forth, and then I'll get busy and forget about it for 2 days.
It's true.
And then I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god. I'm like, well, there goes that one.
You
Because
do. You get kind of bored,
you know,
too.
like I don't know. It's just I just
Yeah.
never had success with them. I guess.
Yeah, I went on so many dates at one point. I was like having fun.
Yeah.
That's it.
But what I don't like about Bumble, actually, I don't like how it shows your location every time you hop around. I hate that.
Bumble
I don't
does-
like
I
that.
think they all do, don't they?
No, Hinge, you
Hinge.
just pick
Yeah.
a location.
Oh.
But like Bumble, if you, let's say, drive somewhere else, it'll be like, you're here.
Okay.
Like, I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that. Sometimes I'll find like a really cute girl, and I'll be like, "Oh, damn, I want to swipe right," and then she's in like, let's just say Milburn, but she's
Too far
from LA.
away.
Yeah, she
But-
lives in LA.
right.
It's like,
Oh,
what
gotcha.
the fuck, dude?
That is true.
Or
I
like
think it just
Florida.
goes wherever your phone is.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
That's how
true.
it goes.
Mhm.
it's crazy.
Because I mean, we've all done that. Like when you're on vacation
Oh
somewhere, and you're
hell
like,
yeah!
in town just for a few days.
I
Hit me
haven't
up.
done
You want to
that.
have some fun? Oh, you never did that?
No, why would
Yeah.
I be
I
doing
never
that?
did either,
Yeah,
but like
I
I heard people do it online.
do
Oh no,
that,
I've
yeah.
done it. I haven't put I'm in town, but I have put the
So have I.
radius to 1 mile. I have done it. No success, but you know.
No, I'm not about random hookups, so.
No, true. I guess these two.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's fun.
For guys, it's a little different.
I guess.
Joey.
No, if I do the ESPN horn or sound, that means that's an inside joke. Don't worry. It's a
Yeah.
good thing.
Um,
Cool. I have to say so. So you think no cliches, ladies? We all know you watch Friends. We all know you watch The Office. Okay, so that's I hate. That
I
one. Oh
hate
my
both
God.
of those. I
The
actually
Office-
don't.
You don't like The Office?
I hate The Office, and I barely watched Friends.
I didn't watch
I'm-
Friends, but I did watch The
I,
Office.
Really?
Office bores me. Oh my
I
god.
thought it was hilarious.
No, I'm not.
Oh my god, I can't do it.
Okay.
There's a few good episodes, but
No, but like that's what I always say. It's like you must like watch The Office or who's
No.
the
Steve
main
Carell
character?
or
No,
something.
but who's like the character? Jim
Jim.
from The Office. Like I don't get the references, so maybe this is why I never get the matches.
I mean, the thing with me is like sometimes people are like really into movies and TV shows
Yeah.
and all that stuff. I suck at like reciting movies and remembering lines and things like that. So those conversations are always hard for me.
You're just out into space. You're like, yeah, that's
I'm
great.
just like, oh yeah, I think I saw that one.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it's called,
No.
but yeah, that one.
That
The
one.
problem with me is I never like what everybody else is liking at the moment. So if there's like a trendy TV show, I can't get into it. Not because I don't want to, because I'm boycotting it because everyone likes it. Just because I just don't like
do
it.
You know, so I swear to God, I haven't watched I haven't watched Breaking Bad. I haven't watched
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
I
Fell
don't know.
asleep. Tried
No.
it 5 times. Fell
No.
asleep. I couldn't do it.
The new one I'm watching right now is it's like a Viking show on Netflix.
All right, this
Forget
sounds
what-
amazing.
forget what it's
What's
called.
it
It's
called?
pretty good.
What's it
That
called?
sounds-
See, I don't know.
It's like-
I don't know
Such
what
a
it's
great
called, man.
show.
You don't even know the title?
No, I don't know.
I gotta just
know
type
what
Viking
happens.
show on Netflix.
You'll,
That
you'll
is
look it
so
up.
funny.
It's the new trending Viking show. I don't know what it's
Oh,
called.
okay.
My
I
mom
like
watches
Vikings.
it every night, and so I just sit down on the couch and she has it on, so I watch it.
Watch it.
I like Viking shows.
So
Fucking Vikings are awesome.
yeah, that's back in crazy times. Like in those times, like people just every single day or every single show, it's just like we're gonna take over this town.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we want that
Seriously.
land. Like
Bro.
it's just crazy.
You know that
It
the
is.
Vikings actually discovered America before Christopher Columbus. They
Really?
accidentally discovered. Yeah, it's crazy.
Never knew that.
You know what I think is crazy about that time back then? How
What?
there's like no malls, there's nothing to do. Like there's
Yeah.
no one's going to the bar, no one's going
that's
to
right.
Target. Like you know what I mean? Like there's things don't exist.
Well, no,
Everybody
think
just
about
killed
that.
each other.
Yeah,
Like,
Like, you
seriously.
just look at me weird, slice to the throat.
Slice- yeah, right. No, but think about that. You notice how when back then, if you were 21, you were already in your
Yeah.
like halfway through your life,
Yeah.
and there's scientific reasons, right, with the medicine. That's why we
Yes.
can live longer, sure.
Yep.
But also think about it. You think that 21 years old being at your peak in life is like, dude, that's so short. But you didn't have electronics. There was
No.
nothing to waste your time. You were out doing hard physical
Yeah.
labor or pillaging every day. Like the days went slower, I feel like.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think they died of boredom.
probably did.
Probably that.
That
Or
or
worse.
sword through a face or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Plus, like, they didn't have anything to compare to. Like, we have so many things to compare to online.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that person lived to this age.
Yeah.
They did this. They did
Or
that.
just fun.
Yeah.
There was no fun. Like again, you didn't go out to
Well, they're
Dancing.
No, they didn't go out
I mean,
dancing.
I think they danced.
I
don't need it. You don't
without
even-
like what we're
Hey.
doing, like let's go to Hoboken,
The club.
let's go
The
to
club,
Las
yeah.
Vegas. You know what I mean? It wasn't like
I
that.
think they just drank.
Yeah, they drank
Yeah,
it
they
like
drank a lot.
on the wooden tables.
Yeah.
They took marriage very
They
seriously.
did.
I did like that.
Like, that was like like a
Yes.
very important thing to them.
Yeah.
And they had to get permission, I think, from the king
Yeah.
or the priest or something. I
Mhm.
think it was from the king. It was very strict. Like, they had to get married type of thing.
I like
is-
that.
That is nice. And it's like almost would be great if our modern day was like
Yeah.
that, right?
Everything is kind
Yeah,
of turned
crazy.
a little bit.
It's funny,
for
like,
sure.
we almost need to get back to a lot of things that they did
Yeah.
I
a
agree.
long time ago. Not all of it.
No. Of course, you
Yeah.
got you don't you pick and choose at that point,
Yeah.
right? There's some good values and morals that you can go by. So if you want to have a loyal relationship, I feel like that's very, very. Do you guys think? What do you guys think is the most important factor of a relationship? Whether you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, or marriage?
Ooh.
Yeah.
You guys have to, both of you have to be on the same page, lifestyle wise, and where you're going goal wise.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
if one person would like to start a family, have children, you know,
Yeah.
and the other person doesn't want that responsibility. I mean, you guys can be great together everywhere else, but you're gonna collide and
Yeah.
go your separate ways eventually.
That's true.
Agreed.
So you know what I mean?
Yeah. What do you do?
What was the question again?
Like, what's the most important factor? Yeah, obviously, there's going to be
Yeah.
many important factors, but in your opinion, what is the most important factor that makes a healthy relationship?
For me, the person has to be positive.
Okay.
Can't be a negative person.
Yeah.
And the communication has to be there.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
Communication and trust.
Yes.
I agree.
Those two
Communication.
things. Because if you can't communicate
Mhm.
and you're just assuming that, like, let's say I don't text you back for 4 hours and, oh my God, he hates me, he's with another girl,
Oh, yeah.
Right.
all these things, your communication skills are horrible.
Yep.
Right.
Or you can't relay a message to me of, like, I need you to help me with this. Like, I don't want to read your mind.
Right.
And if you
Yeah.
can't communicate with me that, like, let's say I need you to help me with dinner tonight, or I need you to do whatever, or
Yeah.
I want you to do something, whatever. If they can't say that, oh my God, it's never gonna work.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
women
yeah.
think that men can read our minds.
Like,
That's
we
the thing.
can't
Yeah,
read
the
they
mind.
can't. Like, and even if it's something that you think that, so this is the cliche that you see in movies or you see nowadays, is that like the girls always says, "What's wrong? Nothing," and that means that there's something wrong.
Yeah.
Like if there's something wrong, tell me, and if you think I did something that hurt you, tell me, so I can either say yes
Exactly.
or no, or
Yeah.
let's rectify. Like I don't need to go
Yeah.
through
And-
Sherlock
yeah.
Holmes style.
And tell the truth.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
You know?
And then I think also the girl needs the guy to be able to take in whatever she's saying
Okay.
and care for her emotions and
Yeah.
not, oh, you're overreacting
Mhm.
or
As
oh, that's not what. Like you have to be able to listen, talk it
Mhm.
out amongst each other, find a way, a solution so that it doesn't happen again. So
Yeah.
I agree, communication, but
Yeah.
equal parts have to know how to give and
It's the
receive
it's
it.
the biggest thing.
Yeah,
It is.
that's the main reason why people break up.
Yeah, because they don't know how to communicate with each other.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, like if you know how to communicate, like
Yeah,
if you don't take anything personal, if you don't make
Right.
assumptions,
Right.
that's everything in the relationship. Because
Amazing.
then, like I said, I don't know, it just makes everything
hate
better
that.
and more smooth.
I agree.
I'd rather you tell me that there's a problem and
Yeah.
let's figure
Yeah.
it out now.
I'd rather you say, like, I'd rather my partner say, look, I'm really pissed off today. Don't fucking bother me. I'm gonna go on the couch and watch TV. I don't need anything.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And I'll be like, all right, cool.
Yeah,
Perfect.
give me
I'm
an
gonna do my own
hour.
thing.
That's it.
Like, just be truthful. Don't
Yeah.
just like beat around the bush
Right.
with things and
Yeah.
be like, oh no, I'm okay.
Or
Yeah.
passive aggressiveness,
Yeah,
like, oh,
exactly.
you could have done
Yeah.
this. Like,
oh no, I'm fine.
yeah.
Like, oh, I can see it on your face. You're
Yes.
clearly
Right.
not fine.
Yeah.
No, I'm fine. It's like, oh my God, that drives me nuts.
I
Yeah,
agree.
exactly.
I agree.
No. It's a very important.
I think
Like,
that
that's good.
that goes hand in hand with someone being on your level spiritually
You're
and
right.
emotionally.
Yeah.
If someone's not emotionally, intelligent that
Mhm.
way, they're not going to comprehend the communication skills to
You're
deliver
right.
whatever
Like,
they're
they don't
trying
have
to
the
say.
awareness,
Oh,
right?
100%.
Right, and then vice versa. If that person doesn't know how to receive what you're telling them, and they're just going to get defensive and
Yeah.
not want to talk, get
Yep.
up and leave.
Yep.
That's like the worst thing.
Oh,
Get
my
up and
God.
leave.
Yeah.
Like,
Storm out.
yeah,
No. Yeah, you got to just be like
yeah.
emotional, like you said, emotionally
Makes
intelligent.
everything
Yeah.
worse.
And
Yeah.
if anybody's in a relationship that you're arguing 24/7, end it.
Yeah.
It's toxic.
Literally.
If you want to talk about
End
anything
it.
toxic,
Yeah.
that's
Oh my
toxic.
God, why? You can better off alone,
Yeah.
people.
Exactly.
Argue with yourself in the mirror.
Oh, and another thing too, it's always okay to seek advice from people that may have the experience what you're experiencing in your relationship.
Yeah.
But in the end, your relationship's your relationship. Don't let what your friends say
Yes.
dictate what choices you make in your
Yeah.
relationship.
I
You
agree.
can go off of, hey man, this is happening. Have you ever had this? Yeah, okay, but whatever, like if I ask you if I was in a relationship and you say this is what I think is going on, I don't automatically assume, okay, that's what's going on.
Yeah.
I can take it as advice, but I'm ultimately gonna make my own decisions.
Mhm.
And that's why it's like what's it called? Like
It's being an individual.
yeah, just being an individual, you know
Right.
what I mean?
That's another huge thing.
Yeah.
Like if you're so dependent on your spouse, like or girlfriend, whatever it is, like dude, like be your own person.
Yeah.
Like be able to take care of yourself. I think I look at for that in
Yes.
people too. Like
Yeah.
do you need me to do everything for you?
Right.
Yeah.
Or can you take care of yourself if I'm not there?
Yeah.
Don't lose your friends. Like, always have your own life. I do think that, like, you don't want somebody who's too codependent. So you
Yeah.
don't want people who, like, you need to be next to each other 24/7. Oh my God, you went to
Texting all the time.
the
Yeah.
store by yourself and you left me alone.
Yeah.
Like, the world's over.
Yeah.
No, but I do think, which is funny because I love to analyze people, like my grandparents.
Yeah.
Now they're like a different level, but
No,
I think
it's-
that's why their era lasted so long too. There was like not very like minimal divorces. They are literally glued to the hip, but I think there is a certain degree of codependency that people have to have in a relationship in order to make it lasting.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's,
Oh,
if people are too independent, then what's the point of being together?
All right. Exactly.
So there needs to be like a happy medium.
Yeah.
I think.
That's a good point.
Yeah. I like
You
that.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just over the years and analyzing things, that's what I like strongly believe.
Yeah, I think that's a very good
Yeah.
point.
So not too strong on one way, not too strong on the other.
Exactly.
So
Oh, it's also too. It's like I think it's just human nature. Not to
Yeah.
say that if you truly love someone, you're probably gonna wanna like you'll never get tired of them. But if you're constantly doing everything together, I don't know about you guys, but
yeah.
it sort of gets a little boring. you know
No,
what I
unless
mean?
you
Yeah, it
like
gets
know
old.
how to do some fun stuff. I mean, if you're sitting on the couch all the time,
Yeah,
oh my
true.
god.
Okay, here's the
No,
other thing.
thank you.
You have to, like, for me, like, I'm sure this is for most people, like, you gotta want to do things,
Yeah.
Right.
be adventurous, and like,
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want to just sit on the couch
No.
all the time. Like,
No.
sometimes it's awesome.
Yeah,
I like watching movies, you know,
yeah,
Netflix and chill.
for sure.
But like it's like you gotta want to go out and like go out to dinner,
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
places, go on hikes, like
For sure.
be adventurous, I guess.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
like I don't know,
They say
don't be boring. Life is meant to
yeah.
be lived.
for sure.
I agree. And relationships last longer if you build memories.
Yeah,
So if you're just doing like the same thing all the time, unless you're totally into that, that's
Mhm.
fine. But you just go for even for a walk or
yeah,
something.
anything.
Yeah,
I think you
always
gotta
fun
keep it
shooting.
interesting.
for
You
sure.
do.
Like I think
I get bored very easily.
so do I.
Aries, that's
I
the Aries
really
in
am.
you.
I'm pretty independent and I get bored
Yeah.
very easily and people annoy me. So you gotta really
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Hear that, gentlemen?
No,
You
I'm
guys are in for
I
it.
just no. I just
I know,
haven't,
you're
I
fine.
haven't found my person
That's
yet,
fine.
you know.
Hold on. Here's the most important thing. Your
I'm
person is
picky.
gonna be one person,
Yeah.
right? Like because your goals, right, is you want to be married.
Right.
So it's not like
And
you're gonna-
children.
Yeah, and you would like that to be
Yeah.
one time. So you only need to find one person.
Right.
That's
No
so it's
settling.
important. Yeah, exactly.
I think
Oh,
that's
okay.
huge.
That's so
People-
no.
Not
Fuck
settle.
that, dude. Oh my god.
People
Oh
settle.
my God.
I honestly could have been married by now, but it wouldn't be true love. Like,
Why would
I
you?
want true love, and I don't care how long it takes.
Yeah.
Hopefully not too long. But yeah, no settling because you wind up you're going to be unhappy anyway.
There's so many people. Yeah. What were you saying?
No, I was just gonna say, how many times have you like talked to somebody and they're miserable in their relationship and they've been together forever?
Yeah.
It's like, why?
Dude,
Yeah.
Like, why didn't you just take a few minutes or a few months?
They're
and, like,
afraid to change.
yeah, and really figure out what you want out of
Yeah.
a relationship instead of being like, well, this is it.
What about this?
They don't
And
wanna
I
be
just
lonely.
can't imagine that.
No.
I've heard because I've actually had this discussion before, and the response I got was, "Well, if I do this, I don't want to deal with the waterworks, the tears from so and so," and I'm just
Yeah.
like, "Sure, that may be uncomfortable in the time being, but would you rather do it now instead of having to pay fees when you're divorced?"
That's
Sure.
even more of a waterwork.
Right?
Yeah.
And also that just comes and goes. That eventually will heal.
Yeah,
That's like a short
Mhm.
period of time, you know? Time heals.
exactly. I actually told someone that I know who asked me what I thought about someone else when this person was going to ask a certain question, right? I'm not, in case they're listening, you know what I mean? And I was like, look, this is what I think, but this is not, like, this is your relationship. Why do you care what I think? You need to be
Well,
asking yourself these questions.
they're seeking validation.
Yes.
I'm going to be honest. If you have to ask a question for something, that
Yeah.
means you know the answer.
True.
Something's
Yeah.
off. If you have to be like, oh, is she interested in me? Bro, probably not.
Probably not.
Like, and same for a
That's
girl.
funny.
Like,
Yeah.
if someone's interested in you, they will show it.
Oh, yeah.
If you're questioning, can I trust him? Nah, you probably can't.
Good.
It wouldn't have popped up if you could.
Yeah. Hey, no, I like that. I like that.
Sorry, go ahead.
No,
John.
go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna bring up trust. You mentioned
Mhm.
trust. That's a huge thing too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like if you're dating somebody or whatever, you're married and they can't leave the house or you can't leave the house without like not being able to, like, oh, you're messing around.
So bad.
Where oh, you came home late.
Yeah,
What were
right.
you doing?
Yeah, right.
Like if that's you, like I
And
don't
no
have time for
looking
that.
through
No, no.
phones. If you have
Oh,
to
no, fuck
look
that.
through somebody's phones, look through their drawers, then you should just leave.
You should.
Yeah.
Get in the car and
yeah,
go.
and work on yourself too a bit.
Babe, where are you going?
Yeah. Here's your tracker. Oh, I see his car.
Oh, that's another thing. Nobody's
Babe,
tracking
you're
me.
No,
passing
fuck
through
no.
the
You're
You're not
acting.
tracking me.
Yeah, you're never
Fuck
tracking me.
No.
Hell
No.
no.
No, no one's tracking me, and I will not track you.
No.
No.
It goes
What is
both
it?
ways.
Ring ring.
Hey,
Hey babe. Listen, I I think you just passed ShopRite on your
Holy
left.
shit.
Babe, what the fuck?
I'd be like, yeah, no, I'm Route 80 going across country. I'm never coming back.
Yeah, no, none of that. I don't know. Some people love to do that, like checking the phone. Dude, it's none of your business. Like you said, it's perfect what you said. If you have to check the phone, there's something wrong there.
Yeah.
Not even like because there's just trust. Like there's no trust. And then if you
Yeah.
tell me, well, he did so and so last time, or she did so and so last time, that's why I checked. Why the
Leave.
fuck are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Here's the other thing. I don't need to ask permission
Oh yeah, no.
No.
for things. Like if I want to go do something, I'm going to do it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Whether that's a business decision, money, or going somewhere, or going out, whatever.
Mhm.
Like I don't need to ask permission. And like
No.
if it's like
You can
the whole,
share it. Be
Yeah,
like,
you can
oh,
share
hey,
it.
I'm gonna be doing X, Y, and Z. Would you like to join, or I just want to give you a heads up?
Yeah, like
Da da da.
that type of thing.
Yeah.
And that ties into communication.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But it's not going to be like, oh, I got to see if she said it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
or
no.
something, or vice versa.
No.
Like, forget about it.
And then
Yeah.
I agree with you completely, but then it's also like, don't be that guy or the girl who decides like, oh, I have this money and we need to pay the mortgage, but I'm gonna buy that fucking boat there and tell no one. Maybe that's
Yeah.
something that you run by just
Yeah.
the significant other. But no, it's so true.
Communication
So many times.
and emotional availability. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that I think has to be the main thing. If someone is emotionally unavailable, you are going nowhere.
Well,
You're
see,
going two different
every
intersections.
every time I've met an emotionally unavailable girl, thank God they have not like shown any interest, so we haven't even started.
What do you mean by that, actually?
Emotionally unavailable. So somebody is never wanting to open up and share anything about themselves.
Okay.
If you share your emotions, they're completely.
Oh wait, that actually.
So emotionally unavailable too can be like. It's just very platonic. It's surface level.
Yeah.
It's very
Like
like
dry.
physical. It's
Oh.
dry. It's not getting deeper. It's
I
just
thought-
like you're not emotionally involved.
Okay.
Oh,
It's very
Like,
like, hey,
you're
how
not
are you
asking-
doing today? Let's just go.
Okay.
Let's just talk about TV.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. Like,
Not,
you're not
not
emotionally
like
available.
any like deep conversations.
Deep conversations, like future talks.
Yeah.
Being there for somebody if they are getting emotional, like
Okay.
they get
I think
It's hard.
that's very
Yeah.
important.
it's very important in a relationship. If somebody's emotionally unavailable, it's just turn around and run.
See, I thought emotionally unavailable was always for someone that like before the relationship started. So I thought it was like, oh damn, that girl's actually pretty hot, but you know what, dude, I'm just not in the mood to date anyone. That's what I thought it was.
Then you are emotionally unavailable.
No. So that is that.
But that's you, not her.
Oh, okay, got it. So it's you. Okay.
Yeah, if someone's going out looking for like just a hookup, they're not emotionally available
True.
to dive into a relationship.
Yeah,
They're
that makes
looking for
sense.
Yeah.
something
Completely
service
different.
level and bang
Yeah.
bang choo choo train.
Well,
Bang bang choo choo
There you go.
choo.
They're on a different ride.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad thing.
No,
It's not,
If
but
you
it's-
both are on the same page.
Yeah, that actually goes back to timing. Timing in life is, if someone wants to just do that and the other person's looking for marriage, well, you can't, even if you guys have great chemistry.
Oh
I
God.
think I'm gonna start,
Timing.
That's actually really.
I think that's how I'm gonna do it from now on. I'm just gonna be like, hey babe, you wanna do some bang bang choo
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 thing?
choo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Good luck being single for the next 20 years.
yeah. Yeah, but timing.
Oh man.
Timing is key.
It's true.
What was I gonna say? I forget. Go ahead, Joe.
No, I wasn't gonna say
I guess-
anything, but no, but
I
think
guess
it's
I
all
can
good
give
stuff.
another dating thing.
Yeah, okay,
A
what's
tip
up?
for men,
Yeah.
from my experience. When you're on a date with a girl and you just met her, or even the second date, don't start speaking sexually.
Oh yeah, that's huge. What the
I
fuck?
had some crazy stories where the dates are going.
On the
I
first
was on
date?
a date with a guy who looked like Eric Decker. I was like, in my head, I'm like, this is flying amazing. This is great. Oh my God, he's good looking. We're having great conversation. We've already planned to see each other for Halloween. Da 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 da. Then all of a sudden, he has to ruin it, and he randomly says to me, "Yeah, when I'm by myself, I like to,
Jerk off.
yeah, pretty much." And I
Bro,
looked at him and
I
I
would
go,
never think to bring
and
that
that
in
up.
my head, I said,
What the fuck?
"Oh my God, here I go again.
Here we
Like,
go.
what just happened?" So I looked at him. I go, "Did you really just say that?"
Yes, I did.
I
That's a
can
fuck
see it
around.
right now. And you stormed up, got your purse,
No,
put
I
your
didn't.
jacket on.
I was still I'm a very gracious date. So I was looked at him. I was like, "Did you really just say that?" And then he goes, "Oh, Yeah, sometimes I just speak and I just don't
Was he
shut up.
like, was he like ghetto?
No,
That's
he
how you're
looked
making
like.
him sound.
Oh no, he was just like that's my boy talk, I guess.
Mm.
Oh yeah. But no, he looked like Eric Decker. He was so handsome. So he wound up walking me to my car and leaned in for a kiss. And I was just like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Love
He
it.
texts me and he was like so upset. He was like, I am so sorry, because he wanted to see me for Halloween still. I'm so sorry. Do you think we can still see each other? Da da da. And he goes, but I know you're upset. Like, is there any advice that you can give to me? And I said, yes, actually, I do. I go, you're, a great guy, and maybe this can help you. Don't say those things.
Yeah, honestly, hold on though.
It was just so random.
No.
Yeah.
But hold on. There's another thing here too. Look at that communication. Went two ways, right? You were very nice that you gave him tips. He asked you, and you could have just ignored him. But you finally told this kid, "Hey, this is what you don't do, and you'll have more success."
Because
And,
he
that's
he
nice.
probably
Yeah,
could
that's
have.
the right thing to do.
We could have been dating still, probably. But I was
Yeah.
just so turned off because that was my third guy
Yeah.
who turned something great into something sexual for no reason. Like, it's not like I'm there licking a spoon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was just like it's
Fellas,
annoying.
fellas, that should never,
Yeah,
ever
because
be
also I'm
your
not
first
looking
date.
for something surface level. So if I was
Yeah.
a girl who was,
Want
that
something meaningful.
yeah, exactly.
Fellas, that is never, should ever cross your mind on the first date
No.
to talk about that.
At least pretend till the fifth.
Yeah.
It's 5.
Yeah. It's 15. I think I'm going to talk about my private life.
This is the day.
This is it.
Hey, I can't wait for our date tonight. I have something really cool to tell you.
First of all,
I-
girls
yeah.
never want to hear about that, so that's your side.
I'm not guilty of that, but I'm guilty of moving too fast. With like if I'm dating somebody, it's like been on 3 dates and okay, let's boyfriend and girlfriend. Because you know what?
That's not bad if both people feel
Well,
the same way.
Yeah.
You know what it is I'm just somebody who I'm not into wasting my time.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
the
I
same
don't
way.
I don't want the surface level stuff
Yeah.
like you said. I don't want to go on these bullshit dates
Yeah.
and these bullshit dinners
Mhm.
and have bullshit conversations. Like, so do I move too fast or am I just somebody who wants something real?
Yeah.
Probably a
think
little bit of both.
I think you're hopeful.
Yeah.
In the moment, she's probably giving a vibe that you're feeling,
Hmm.
right? And deep down, you want something meaningful. And in the moment, it's kind of like masked of what you think it is.
Yeah.
And you just
Yeah.
pull the trigger. Hey, you never know until
Right.
you try, so at least you tried.
That's
Well,
it.
honestly, it's perfect. I mean, I'm probably someone who I lay it all on the table. I don't
Yeah.
really care. I know there's the element of mystique and mysterious.
Yeah.
So I just fucking tell you, like, if
Yeah.
I like you, I'm not gonna be like, I don't not like you. I'm just gonna be like,
Wink.
yeah, I
Yeah.
like you. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have time for that middle school
No.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
oh
the
my
thing.
God.
Just time is precious.
Yeah,
You know,
Is
why
it?
waste it?
yeah, I agree. Especially as you get older, like dating becomes more,
real.
more
Yeah.
logical too. It's
Right,
not just
yeah.
like, oh, you're so hot. It's
Yeah,
more like,
yeah,
what do
yeah.
you have to offer
Yeah,
me? Because somebody. I always say, people who you invite into your life, especially a significant other, can either destroy your life entirely, like really can. I've seen it, or can make it so amazing. So
Yeah.
choose wisely.
I don't like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that's fact.
Yeah. Well, I think also it's like sometimes like I've been guilty of this. Like you look at like you want this drop dead gorgeous person and fit and smart and rich and all these
Yeah.
things. Well, are you that person?
Yeah,
Because
too.
you're not going to attract that person unless you are also that person.
Yeah, it's
You
true.
have to-
So you have to hold up your end of the bargain
Yeah.
and ask yourself, who do I need to become in order to have who I want?
Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
Like,
Yeah,
are you
for sure.
you want someone who's patient? Well, practice patience.
Hmm.
And then sometimes you don't have to. Honestly, it's all that stuff is great too, but it's also divine timing, and
Yeah,
you can get
100%.
whomever. Really, it's just whatever God really wants you to have at that time. He'll place somebody. I'm really
I like
into
that.
religion, so
Yeah.
you can do all the best you can do working on yourself. But when someone's the right one for you, they'll come.
That's true. That's true.
You don't have to put so much pressure on yourself.
Well, I think that's big too, is not
Yeah.
putting pressure on it. Like
Yeah.
for so long, I was like, oh my God, I'm
Yeah.
so down on myself, depressed, because I'm like, I'm single, you know, I want a girlfriend so bad, but I wanted it so bad that I was forcing things.
Yeah,
and you're pushing it away at the
Pushing
end
it
of the
away.
day. Yeah.
And then every date was always just like, okay, this is gonna be the one.
Right.
It's just like,
Well,
just chill with it.
well, think about that, because that's perfect. The pushing away. So when you say that, and because I did the same thing, I did the same exact thing. I would be like, I want.
Yeah.
Where is? I want. I'm ready. But what was I really showing the universe? If we go back to the quantum manifestation topic, lack. So the
Yeah,
only
right.
thing that the universe
Right.
brought back into me, or that God brought back into my life, was lack.
Yeah.
He didn't bring me the girl. He brought lack, because that's what I was feeling.
Yeah,
That's
well,
why you just don't.
You had that negative mindset,
Yes.
and you're attracting negative.
Exactly.
Yeah, or it's just not meant for you at that time. Everybody has a different season. Like
Yeah.
there are people like who are in relationships now. Are they hopefully going to last later? We hope, but you don't know. It could end. Or people get married later and it lasts forever. Or even a job comes and goes. Everything is like serves a purpose at a certain time, and it's whatever. Everybody is in a different season. We were all on the
Sure.
same page.
Yeah.
It'd be so boring.
And
You're
think
right.
about it too. Like sometimes, like when you look at other people's relationships, you're like, oh fuck, look what they have and I don't. You don't even.
You don't know what goes on in people's
No. Yo.
relationships, by the way.
Yo, I thought I was serving a guy and a girl, and a guy and a lady, and they were freaking like, you know, they were like really like flirting hard. And
Yeah.
you could tell what was going on. So I was like, oh, they're probably either husband and wife. And then I got to know them. They weren't husband and wife. So I'm like, oh, okay, they're probably divorced and they're on a date. And then like they were like flirting really hard, and like she was accepting it. He was flirting, then all of a sudden he's like, oh, I gotta go back to my wife. And I was like, what?
no.
But like she knew, and she was like,
No.
oh my god, yeah,
Oh my
how's
God,
she doing?
you heard that?
Oh yeah, they were like,
Ew, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
He literally goes,
That's
You
a scheming
No.
How could
person.
you know, yeah.
That's scheming.
you know what he said though? He was like, and she knew. He was like, you know, we should get married, me and her. And she was like, oh, but your wife. He's like, well. And I was like, dude, like, what the fuck?
You know what that is?
God.
He's just not happy with himself.
No,
Yes.
that's
People
right.
who do that, they're searching and searching. It's usually never the significant other, especially when people cheat. It's
Yeah.
usually a reflection of how they're feeling,
Okay.
and they don't have contentment with themselves, so they're always searching for the next.
Nah,
Or they have no morals, and that's
Yeah.
just what they,
they grew into
But
it.
I don't know.
Well,
Sometimes
you said,
it could work for people and they didn't meet the right person and they found somebody else, and it does work happily ever after, but majority of the cases is not like that.
Yeah.
That's a very few in between.
it's just one of those things. Like it comes back to the trust.
Yeah.
That you would never be able to build my trust again.
No,
You know, if you cheat or whatever,
No.
like I wouldn't even think to do it.
no.
And like
You're
they
not going
even,
to attract someone like that.
no.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned, you're very religious.
Right.
You know, I would consider myself as well. And in the book of Proverbs, they talk about a lot of.
I was just reading that one the other day.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, I've been
About
reading
adultery?
every morning. Yeah, and
Yeah.
actually how a man is supposed to treat his wife. I
Um,
forgot which verse
I don't know
was.
that part exactly, but I know the Bible often says in there, like, I don't know exactly what it says, but avoid adultery.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it's you will be tempted, you know, all these things, but don't give in because it will destroy you.
it will.
know?
Even just you as a person, and there's temptation everywhere.
Yeah.
Just everything in life. Just besides relationships or people. I mean, temptation's everywhere. The cake in front of you versus
Mhm.
the celery stick.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? But
It's just right versus wrong.
right, and don't waste people's time. If you're someone who can't commit, find someone who likes open relationships, or don't be in one at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, don't do that to somebody else.
Yeah. They do have that. Swingers.
Oh yeah, that's huge.
Like, it's a thing.
I heard people who have red doors on their houses are swingers.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yes, if
There's
you
a
see
red
a red
door on this house.
No, we don't have a red door.
I made you think. I made you think.
I did think about
you
it
were
for a
like,
second.
you were like, no way.
I was like, ew,
Yeah,
mom and dad.
No.
Oh,
never.
No.
No.
No way.
There's no red door in this house, but that was a good one.
That's funny.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. What was I gonna say?
Life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get.
That's right. That's right. Just keep on running.
Yeah,
Fuck,
exactly.
I can't do that.
It's I think it's also like I wanted to bring up. It's okay to be single
Oh yeah.
because I think you're actually doing a partner a disservice if you're not well put together
I agree.
yourself. Like if you're not mentally there, and
Mhm.
if you're not the best you can be,
Mhm.
maybe not the best you can be, but at least in a great mental
Yeah.
state and physical state, or at least, able to take care of yourself and
Right.
happy with yourself. I think this is a big thing.
Yes.
You have to be happy with yourself before you can be happy with anybody
I
else.
always say that.
Yeah.
And you're not
I
going to
love
be like full, like not everyone's like, okay, I'm finally so happy with
Yeah.
myself all the time.
Yeah.
Like as long as you can make yourself happy majority of your life, I say I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Because I definitely struggle in and out with like, oh, like I have to find somebody. But then I'm like, what are you going to do?
You're young, don't care.
Yeah, I mean, you go with the
We're all
flow,
young.
Go
but
with the flow.
it'll come with time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's perfect.
So,
Fuck.
I don't
So,
know.
whoa, I was gonna go
If-
on a topic.
What topic?
No, it was gonna be. It was on the same. Not a topic. Sorry, I was gonna ask a question.
Let us know, the listeners right now, if you're listening, let us know what you think about this topic. What do you see
Yeah.
is good in a relationship, and what do you think you need to improve on?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
I like that.
send us an email. We'll take it from here, podcast@gmail.com, or DM us on social media, and let us know what you think.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll have you on the show and talk about it.
Yeah.
You know what I think another important thing is somebody who has their partner's back no matter what.
Mm.
When they're in public, they hype their partner up.
Yes.
They are on their side. Even if you did something wrong, you are on their side. You defend them in public. And when you get in the car, you say, hey, listen, babe, maybe you shouldn't have done that. But in public, you fight for that person.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I saw you throw that chair, but you
1000%.
threw that chair.
All right. So
She
babe,
didn't fucking hit you. You didn't see nothing.
In the car, babe. Next
Babe.
time.
Maybe
you should've
done
done
that.
Yeah.
Done that. Maybe you shouldn't have kneed him in the face.
Yeah.
Done that.
That's good.
Hey,
But
You have
know
to
what
protect
mean?
your spouse,
It's just
your
like family.
partner.
It's like
Yeah.
family and friends, right? You'll have your friends back
Exactly.
and your family's back, right?
Yep.
I'm very much like that.
Me too.
So I would love to have, someone like that, vice
Oh,
versa.
yeah, for sure. That is good.
Well,
But
I
then
think
whose back do you have though when it comes to? I'm curious. Whose back do you have when it comes to a spouse, and the spouse is fighting with like a parent?
Oh,
Like-
you
like
kind
your
of.
parent.
Oh, you like,
Like let's just say hypothetically you have a husband
and you're
there
fighting
was-
with mom or something.
Yeah, but there's like a bickering quarrel. Nothing horrible.
Oh.
You don't really have- but who do you side with at that point?
yeah, do you side
Oh,
with family?
I think
'Cause
you
they're both
keep
family.
it neutral
Yeah.
depending on what the situation is. I think you got to keep it neutral. You have to hear both sides first of all, and I think you have to always have your parents' back,
Yeah.
but your spouse at that point, I think, becomes number one.
Okay.
Well, I
They even
think,
say that in the Bible, actually, about the man when he marries his wife, he strays away or something from
For the
his
family.
family, and he's now as one with his wife. So that's who he's going to.
okay.
But doesn't mean you get to disappear though.
No.
But yes, I know what you. I
That's
think I've
a
read
tricky
this.
one.
I
I
think it
mean, that
depends on the
depends
situation.
situation,
Yeah,
really. I don't know.
of
That's
what's
a hard
going
one
on.
to answer.
Because at the end of the day, like I guess it also depends how close I am with
Yeah.
my partner, like how long I've been dating, all this
Yeah.
and that.
Right.
I guess if I'm like married with them, and I don't know, like if you're gonna disrespect one of my parents, you're probably not the right person for me. anyway.
Sure.
But I think
Exactly.
it depends on the situation. Like it's one
Exactly.
thing if you said like, "Oh my God, her dinner sucked,"
Right.
like fine. But if you are going and gossiping and shit talking and all this
I
stuff,
agree. That's
it's
out.
not gonna work anyway.
That's a better way to put it. Exactly.
Yeah. That's
I
it.
agree with Don.
I had this brought it into mind that at the restaurant in the middle of service, this poor woman got so pissed off. This was
Ugh.
dude. She literally just gets up. She goes, "Excuse me, sir," and I'm like, "Yes." And she goes, "I can't find my waiter." But he's like, "These three, my husband, son, and his girlfriend, have made fun of me for the last time," and goes, "These motherfuckers," in front of everyone, goes, I am not sitting there again. I need my
Aw.
check. And I was like, sure thing, man. And then to look at their face, like they were all like taken aback. But like,
Poor
like
thing.
yeah.
I felt bad for
I felt bad for
her.
her too. Yeah.
You know, I laughed for a second, and now I feel really bad.
No, but
No,
no.
but it
Hold on a
is
second.
funny.
Hold on a
It is
second.
funny.
When I thought like she was joking because she had made a joke to me before, so I
Yeah.
was about to laugh, but then she was like, "These motherfuckers," and I was
shit.
like, "Oh, we're about to get into it, aren't we?"
Ooh.
I would have been like, yeah, those assholes.
Assholes.
So sign here for the
Yeah,
tip.
yeah,
Yeah, right here for the tip. Poor lady, for her to
Yeah,
get
it
angry like
Yeah.
that in public, something
Yeah.
must have really ticked her off.
Yeah.
So here's the other thing. I think, kind of going back to what's important in a relationship, I think like you kind of touched on it a little bit. Like you need to be both. Like if somebody's career oriented or they want big things and big dreams and big aspirations, you probably got to be in alignment with each other with that.
And support them.
Like somebody that has really big dreams and is a big thinker and wants the best out of life probably isn't going to do so well with somebody who just wants an average job
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
watches TV when they come home, which
Right.
is nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But you got to have like similar, I think, wants
Yes.
in that regard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just like even just growth wise.
Growth,
like,
yeah.
Like growth wise. Like personally, I'm a very ambitious person and I'm career oriented and I like to make my own money. But when I have children, I do want to be a stay at home mom. I
Mhm.
want to
Yeah.
raise my own children. I do not want somebody
Yeah.
else raising my kids. No offense, anybody listens to this. I know some people need to work, but I just feel like I want to raise my own kids.
There's nothing.
And
There's nothing wrong with that.
Hardest job
even
on
though, so even though I'm not going to be probably, having the same job as my husband per se,
Mhm.
doesn't mean I can't attract that still successful mindset.
Mhm.
It's just a different kind.
Yeah.
So it's not like you both have to be like CEOs
Yeah.
to like marry each
No,
other, but
no,
it's
no.
some kind of like successful growth or positivity towards like a better life.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
No, I
Yeah,
know what
for
you're
sure.
saying. It's
Does
like
that make sense?
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. It's almost as like if someone goes, "Hey, babe, this is what my aspirations are. I think I could build this, this company," and like you support. Like if he or she's like, "Yeah, that's awesome, do it. I support you. Like let me know your help." The minute that person goes, "I don't think you should do that," then
Nope,
you should
no
be like,
way.
"Whoa, hold on a second."
Yeah.
So you need that partner to support you in
Yeah.
whatever your goals are, even if it's
Right.
crazy and big and it's
Yeah.
really hard. It's like,
Right.
okay, like I believe in you.
Yeah.
Like you see the vision, I don't. But
Yeah,
you know what? I support you,
Yeah,
Yeah.
what do you need?
and I think that what do you need?
Exactly.
And also someone who supports you during your down times, because we're all human. You go ups and downs.
Yeah.
So if somebody can only be with you during the good and they can't be with you during the bad, then they shouldn't be with you at all.
Sure.
That's
Because
a
to
really
have that
big
pressure
one.
to be always on and positive all the time is just so unnatural that you can't want someone who just wants you when you're at your best.
Yeah.
Well, there's actually a good book called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck,
I heard
Yeah.
of that. I still have to read that.
and a really good book. And part of it in there is being positive all the time is actually a form of negativity
Yeah.
because it's
taking it.
impossible to be so
Okay.
positive. Like you can't be 100% positive
No, never.
all the time. And if you're just going around like, yeah, it's a great day, and when it's a shitty day, like
Yeah.
it's okay to have a shitty day
Yeah.
and say this day sucks.
Yeah.
So it's actually like you mentioned positivity.
Right.
It's a form. If you're positive all the time, it's actually a form of negativity.
Yeah.
I can see that.
So
I agree.
good book.
Yeah,
Check it out.
Yeah, I should probably check that one out.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice if anyone's listening here who's probably like has situations in which they're down and or maybe their spouse or significant others down? How would you approach? Like, how would you comfort them? Do you like? I've heard a rumor that like sometimes when girls are upset and guys try to give help, it's sometimes you just want them to listen. You don't want to
Yeah.
help. Like, but like,
So-
then what is
so-
that? Go into that.
So I think women, when we're stressed out or we're sad, we like to talk things out, whereas men kind of what's the word? Retreat.
Repress.
You guys
Like
kind
hold
of
it in.
you guys
Yeah.
kind of repress it and
Yeah.
you sit by yourselves and you're quiet. You don't talk things out.
Yeah.
So for us, when we're feeling down, all we want is somebody to listen.
Mhm.
But like I think I discussed this last time, like men want to problem solve.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
if
we
we're-
did.
So if I'm sharing something like, oh, I had a bad day at work and I'm telling you a story, the guy would probably necessarily be like, he'll probably say, well, to fix that, why don't you do X, Y, and Z?
Yeah.
When really we just want to have you just talk it out, lay it all on you, and you just like, it's okay, honey.
Yeah.
Let me just give you a hug. I'm telling you, any girl would be like,
Yeah.
oh my God, thank you, babe. I just wanted to vent.
Yeah.
I just wanted to vent. Sometimes you don't need
You don't need
to
to be
like give
solvent.
me a whole story on how to solve it. Like
Yeah.
we just want to vent, get our emotions out, get a good hug,
that
feel
makes sense.
heard, and safe.
Mhm.
Safe to share our emotions without being judged. And you'll make your girlfriend or wife happy every single time, guaranteed.
That's nice. Okay, that's a
Good
good
perspective.
That is very good perspective.
Does that make sense?
That makes perfect
Okay.
sense. But hey, my future wife out there, if you come home one day and say, "Hey, I threw the phone for no reason because I didn't get a deadline," I'm not gonna be like, "It's okay." Like, I'd be like, "All right, babe, maybe you shouldn't do that next time." No, but that's all kidding aside. That was very, very interesting. Okay, so because I
Eloquent.
always, yeah, because I
Thank
always
you.
heard that and I was like, "What the hell does that even mean?"
Yeah. Women, we just want to feel safe in our relationships. It's not something men really look for. Men are never like, I want to feel safe in my relationship. Because men don't need to feel safe. You guys are, we like to feel safe emotionally and physically.
Yeah.
If you're not a woman, you don't understand it. So, but especially emotionally, not being judged and just being able to vent and then having the guy just listen and tell you everything's going to be okay. I'm telling you, you'll win every time.
Noted.
Put this
Really?
in repertoire.
We will.
I think one other thing that's important as well is showing your love in other ways than
Mhm.
just, sex or
Oh, yeah.
intimacy and all this stuff. Maybe you show your love by cleaning the dishwasher out.
Oh, acts of
Or-
service. So you
yeah.
can do your love language quiz.
I
Yeah,
was literally
exactly.
just say,
So
yeah.
there's acts of service,
No, mine is.
physical touch. Mine is definitely physical touch. There's words of affirmation and
Mine's quality time.
quality time. There's
I think
four.
I haven't. I
Take
have
the
the
test.
book. I have the book, The
Yeah.
5 Love
Yeah.
Languages.
I
Is
think-
it five?
I think mine is quality time.
Or is there a test on Google or something?
Yeah, you can like take a little test, but I just
Okay.
know because I just know what
Yeah.
I like.
Okay.
Yeah, mine's definitely quality time and physical touch.
Maybe something.
Yeah, hold on a second. It's funny though because I see girls put that on their going back to dating apps. They'll put
Oh, the love language?
they'll put their love language as physical touch, and then I
Did you
remember
do Italian
no,
ones?
no, yeah, okay, hold on a second. Hold on a
You
second.
did Italian?
Yo, maybe this is why I don't get matches on this shit. Okay, I
You
didn't
put
know.
I'm Italian?
No. Let me get it. So I didn't know what the fuck love language was. Okay, so when I
You
thought
didn't put mozzarella or
no,
something.
Mozzarella.
that's my second love. That's my
Or
second.
mozzarella.
No, it's actually mozzarella. So I they put love language, and I legitimately thought it was like a language that you love to hear. So I put Italian, and I actually got a match on that. And then Tina came up to me and was like, "Joey, like this is absolutely not what love language means." And I was like, "What do you mean?" I
Because
looked
I
it
was
up.
looking at his profile once. I'm like, let me see your profile.
What's your favorite love language?
I said put Italian.
Yeah, Italian. Why is nobody swiping?
They're
on me?
right. They're like, babe, this guy's an idiot. Look.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no.
That's the dating world. We could go so deep in all this stuff.
We can go into
Yeah.
so much.
I
shit.
mean, it's a very obviously important part of life. But I think at the end of the day, you need to, like I said, you need to become the best person you can be happy with yourself before you go and
Yeah.
yeah,
be with
But I
somebody
think
else.
love heals.
yeah,
And I think relationships, striving to have beautiful relationships with anybody is like anything, friendships, whatever. But let's just talk about like intimate. It's a beautiful thing. It's very powerful. So if you know how to do it the right way, it can actually be very fulfilling life.
100%.
I love that.
I just want to apologize to anybody who watches YouTube and I'm touching my hair like freaking every second. Apologies in advance.
That's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, no worries.
No worries. Yeah, I think one thing I would say is just remember it's your relationship. You do what feels that's best for you. There's so many gurus out there, so many books, so many doctors,
And
this
don't
is-
compare your relationships
Yeah,
to others.
yeah,
We've
it's
all
huge.
been there. Don't
Huge.
do that.
Don't, because you never know, they might actually secretly
Yeah.
hate each other. So you never know.
Yeah.
That's true. And I think maybe the grass is green. Oh, isn't always greener on the other side.
My friend always likes
No.
to say the grass is greener where you water.
That's true.
Yeah.
Wait, there was a good. It was there was a really good. The grass is greener. Oh, I forgot it. Dang it. It was so good.
So that grass.
It was like harder to mow or something like that. The
Oh.
grass might be greener, but it might be harder to mow. I thought that was
Yeah.
funny. I think it was
Actually,
something like that.
Well, I think it also comes down to sometimes you're going to go through rough patches in any relationship to where you can't stand the person or you argue or all this and that. But if it's a really good relationship, you'll work through that
Yeah.
and, not immediately be like, no, we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
if you
don't
can't,
always just
if you
give
can't
up.
fix it, you'll just get into a bad habit of always like
Yep.
you
Yeah.
won't be ever.
Unless they're abusive, then leave.
Well,
but-
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
That's a
whole nother thing.
that's a
Yeah,
whole
but that
other
is very
thing.
true.
Yeah.
If you're staying in an abusive relationship, I don't know.
Yeah. So I think that's the show.
That is. That
You
was
guys got
dope.
any
Thanks,
final
guys.
thoughts or?
Final thoughts? Just be good to yourself and others.
Yeah, I like that.
I think
Live a kind life.
100%. I think be the person that you would like to see in others.
Yeah.
Be a good person.
Yep.
Be a good
That's
person.
it. Just be nice. Be yourself. Be
Yeah.
natural.
Be yourself.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming on the show for a
Yeah.
second time.
Yeah.
Tina.
Woo!
Spontaneous, yeah.
I like it.
Day of.
Yeah.
She said studio's open. I'm
I'm
coming.
coming out. Yeah. Love it.
So, guys, that's the show. We are on YouTube as well, so this will be uploaded very soon.
We'll take it from your podcast.
We'll Take It From Here podcast on YouTube. You can find us on Instagram on We'll Take It From Here podcast.
Hell yeah. Peace out, guys.
Ciao.
See you next week.